I'm in the booth. Don't shoot. Which I need some proof.
Introducing
Watch my
the
videos,
2
man.
racks a
2
week
racks a week
challenge.
Ronnie Speed, yeah, Ronnie Speed. When I drive, I make
video, and then where you were just showing all your 2500. I said, okay, all right. I said I can get with that.
Introducing the 2 racks a week challenge.
When I drive, I make 2 racks a week. Ronnie Speed, yeah, Ronnie Speed. 60 hours.
What's going on, people? Ronnie Speed coming back. Man, you know what time it is. The 2 racks a week challenge. So we have Sherelle over here, the first woman to hit 2 racks. Let's get it, or not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Okay, so yeah, tell them a little bit about yourself. How long you've been driving, and what market you're driving in.
So I'm a little nervous.
No, it's all right.
I am in Virginia, so I'm in the Hampton Roads area. So it kind of encompasses Williamsburg, Newport News, Hampton, all the way down to Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, all of that.
Okay.
So that's kind of where I've driven, even though I have driven outside of that. I do gig work. First of all, I'm an esthetician.
Okay.
That's where I'm at right now. I'm in my spa. But I just decided I didn't want to have work for nobody no more. So I've been doing gig work. So GoPuff, Instacart, Uber Eats. I got 3,000 Uber Eats deliveries.
Okay, turn up.
Yeah, and so I only have 100 and something rides or whatever, but I've only been doing it for a month.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've just been doing gig work because I just didn't want to work for anybody. So I've just been, out here, living life, making money on my own terms. So
okay, cool. So talk about the transition, what made you want to transition over from gig work to, tapping into the rides?
Well, because I had been peddling with the idea, because I'm like, man, I don't want nobody in my car.
Right.
That's my car's name. Her name is Pearl.
Okay. Is she white? Is she white or?
Yeah, she's white.
Okay.
So I got a Kia Soul. I got 2021 Kia Soul. I just got it last year. And I was just, I watched a lot of YouTube videos about business, finance, entrepreneurship, different things like that. And, I keep running across, need to do Uber ride share, and I'm like, ugh. So I finally decided 4 weeks ago that I was gonna try it. And I'm like, let me just try it. And it wasn't too bad. I like my own energy in my car. You know what I mean? I don't like to deal with too many people. I'm kind of an introvert, but I could do one-on-one with people, type of thing. But anyway, so I was just like, okay, well, let me try it. And I actually liked it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, I feel like you just got to set standards whenever you're doing it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? As far as how, who's getting in your car and how, you just kind of set your own energy in your car. And I think naturally people will see that and kind of respect it. But I like it. It's actually pretty good. I meet a lot of cool people.
Okay. So what inspired you? Because you've been doing gig work. And you you know what? You just woke up one day, it's like, you know what? The hell with it. I'm just gonna sign on and just do rides. Did somebody tell you, or you seen that people was making money? What was the catalyst?
I was watching the Uber videos or whatever, just trying to see, okay, how is this gonna work or whatever. And I ran across a few people. This one dude, I don't remember their names. The only person I really remember is you, because you us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and I'm cool, man. Like I said, the other channel's nerds, but go ahead.
So your jokes is funny too. There's one thing you said, you was like, I look better than your daddy. I was like, what? But anyway, so I was just going through, I was watching different people's videos. And I was like, okay, let me try, because he had made $12,000 in a month doing Uber. but I think he was in California. I was like, man, that's California.
Right.
But I was just like, okay, let me try it. So then I jumped on, and my first week of doing Uber, I made like over $1,000.
Ooh.
And I was like, hell up,
Yeah.
I said, let me try it again another week. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Next week, over $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And so I ran into your videos, and you had this 2 racks a week challenge, and you seem like real cool and everything. And I'm like, okay. I thought it was a milestone. I was like, I don't know. But then you was like, man, I don't see no females doing this. And I said, hold up,
Yeah.
I'm a hustler.
Okay.
So I was just like, you know what? That's gonna be me. And I made
Right.
that decision a week ago.
Okay.
So
Dang.
then I
So,
was just like, I'm gonna be his first number one, and here I am.
hell yeah. Well, congrats. So you said like your first 2 weeks you made $1,000. Well, before we touch on that, once you hit $2,000, tell them exactly how many hours it took you to make $2,000.
So it was 68 hours and 36 minutes, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did because they was about to kick me off the app like the last day on Sunday.
Yeah.
They was like, you got 20 minutes left, and I was like, man, I gotta get it. And then I did. So 68 hours, and then I'm trying to look on the details.
Mm-hmm.
So it was $2,075.60.
Okay. Can you show the screen?
Yeah.
Can you show them the screen? Yeah. That way they can see
I
it.
can
So.
turn it around.
Yeah. That's all you need to do. Yeah.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go. This is it's nice and clear. So so the audience, y'all can see it now. So y'all know she ain't capping. You see it 2 racks a week. Let's get it. And yeah. So you thought it was such a milestone. You put in 68 hours and you hit it. So tell me how exactly did it make you feel? Like once you seen the 2, the comma, the 0, the 7, the 5, how did they feel?
Well, first of all, I was freaking tired. I was like, damn, I'm tired. Because that Sunday was like the most hours I had, worked, driving or whatever. But like I was saying, I was trying to get it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, damn, I was like, wow, like, why wasn't I doing this before?
Right. Yep. See.
I was so mad at myself. I was like, I could have, trying to struggle doing deliveries and running here and running upstairs and sweating and all of this, people being rude.
Yeah, so that was gonna be my next question. So like your first 2 weeks, you said that you made 1,000 each week. So I wanted you to tell the audience some of the differences you've noticed from doing like deliveries compared to doing like specifically rides. Because some people like, I don't want people in my car. I just only want to do deliveries. It's easier. So like, what are some of the things that you notice and learn?
I don't, I guess the misconception of saying it's easier to do deliveries, it's actually easier to do rides because I don't have to get out the car.
Yep.
I don't have to wait on the restaurant. I don't have to try to see people house numbers. Like, I wear glasses at night.
And they are,
I'm just like, people not having, I don't know. I've looked at it and I was like, man, all I gotta do is go pick people up. They come to me, I drop them off, they get out of my car, and I'm on to the next. Like, that was a misconception to me of thinking that doing deliveries and stuff like that was easier, just because I don't say afraid to deal with people, because it wasn't about a fear thing. It was just dealing with so many people. I thought that would be taxing on me mentally, but it really isn't.
Okay, yeah. That's part of the reasons why I don't do deliveries for those specific reasons. Because one, you have to wait for the food, you have to find parking, depending on if you like in a major, city, then some people want you to come up to the 30th floor and you delivering a McFlurry and a cookie. I'm like, man, that's way too much, man.
Right.
Yeah, so the rides is easier because you don't have to, get out and go through all the chaos. So
Mhm.
yeah, so since you made $2,000 and you said, damn, like what like pretty much you came to that conclusion or epiphany, like, damn, why haven't I been doing this?
Yeah.
So now you think I know you definitely know that you're capable of doing it. So why
Uh-huh.
do you think other people don't make $2,000?
Um, I would think that really it's about putting in the work. Cause I mean,
Mhm.
once you like you have to make up in your mind if you're gonna get it or not. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm a type of person, I love my sleep.
Mhm.
But I noticed, I mean, it's not that I wasn't getting sleep or anything like that, but it's just like, okay, what goals do you have? Where do you
Mhm.
want to see yourself? You know, do you want to just be living paycheck to paycheck? You know
Right,
what I
right,
mean? If I'm making $2,000 a week, I'm not living paycheck to paycheck.
right.
You know, I just moved into my apartment here. I live in Newport News,
Mhm.
Virginia. So I just moved into my apartment and I'm just like, dang, rent gotta be paid. I'm not gonna have no apartment,
Yep.
So I mean, just the motivation of like bills and I have a son.
Mhm.
Um, and just wanting to provide a better life. I don't say a better life, but just wanting him to have everything that maybe I couldn't have or didn't have when I was younger, or you always want to do more or do better for your children than what you had.
Right.
um and even though he lives with his dad in
Mhm.
North Carolina, I see him all the time, but we just kind of made that decision as far as parenting is concerned for him to be, a son to be with his father. But I'm getting him next week or this week actually. I'll be leaving tomorrow to go to Florida. So with me making $2,000, it's just like, we could do whatever. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So yeah, sorry, I
Yeah, I
didn't
like that. Like, that's part of like the mindset after like me doing like several of these calls. It's like kind of like the same thing. People like set goals. They have like a why that's like bigger, for
Mhm,
like themselves. Like you mentioned that you have a child and it's like you want better not only for yourself, but like for him as well. So
mhm.
yeah. So now since you like the first woman I've interviewed, it's like talk about that, how does being like a gig worker and also like a a rideshare driver, because some women they like, oh well, I don't want people in my car, I don't want guys hitting on me. Like,
Mhm.
is it that bad from your experience so far, or like what type
I
of
I have
advice would you give women?
I have had a I have had a couple guys, hit on me or whatever.
Hmm.
And even after I told them like, yo, I got a boyfriend, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And I have had a couple guys hit on me, but I mean, like I said, when you're in a car, you set the tone and you set the energy. It's not so much like, you gotta be mean. I'm nice to everybody. People think I'm cool. I got a 5-star rating, a customer rating,
Okay.
like through this whole month. Like, cause I'm not rude. I might be a little assertive
Hmm.
sometimes. People like don't want to put on a seatbelt or whatever.
Right, right,
And this one dude was like, I put my seatbelt on. I'm like, you want this ride, don't you?
right. Put your seatbelt on.
Right. But he was cool though. I actually
Hmm.
picked him up again the other
Okay.
day. But he was cool though. We had a good
Okay.
time. I don't think it's so much like have your mace, have your, if you can carry a taser, I got a hammer in my car, like
You ready to go? Yeah, I don't
So,
blame you. I don't blame you at all.
but
You know.
you don't have to, I think you just gotta know your area.
Hmm.
Um, don't live in fear. I mean, I'm a veteran too. I was in the army for almost 10 years.
Okay.
So, I come from a military family and I'm a pretty brave person. Like I don't mind being I'm smart.
Hmm.
I mean, it's about knowing your area, being smart, the military teaches you to be aware of your surroundings, being able to try to read people, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Um and some people don't always have that capacity to do that, but I kind of like just grown up doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is so much, I don't know. I guess I'm just
You
as a
confident.
yeah, man, that's that's a
Yeah,
good
no,
word.
no, but yeah, that's what I read. You confident, you assertive, you know what you want,
Yeah.
and you're not gonna let fear or the unknown stop you from hitting your goals. And that's what I fuck with. And it's not only like men can do this. Like I said in one of my videos, this is universal. Men, women, like you don't have to be a male to just sit up here and grind, man. This is universal, applicable to like most people. It's up to you to make the decision if you want to go after and get it. And like you said earlier, it seemed like such a high milestone. But once you actually hit, you like, damn, this wasn't as bad as as I thought it was. Then like
yeah, because
now,
I mean, like Friday, it was Friday when I hit over $300.
okay,
I was hitting like over 200. I was like, okay, I could do that. But once I hit over 300 or hit 300, I was just like, hold up,
okay.
If I can hit 300, it's like it becomes a new standard. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yep. And I'm telling you from experience, the more you start to, the more you driving, you start to learn your market. Then like that 200 will go to 250, 250 go to 300, 300 go to 350, and you like, damn, now I know how to make at least $350 a day. So yeah, so real quick, since we talking about like numbers and stuff, what type of things do you do as far as strategy that you implement, while you're driving?
I think I'm still building on my strategy. I only been doing it for like a month.
Yeah.
So for a month's time, I'm gonna say that 4 weeks. So I think I'm kind of still building on my strategy. I guess I do like at least 10 hours,
Okay.
And then one thing I do gotta work on though, my acceptance rate is like shit.
What is it?
Like it's 42%.
Oh yeah. Yours lower than mine. I thought mine was low, but yours lower than mine.
No, because I don't accept everything.
I don't either. So, but yeah, that is kind of low.
I know. I'm like, dang, I need to work on that. But I'm not driving 10 miles to drop somebody off 1 mile for $4. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you. I know exactly how it is. Like, if you can't get to work, that's not my problem. I'm trying to make money, so I do what's best for me. So sorry, but not sorry, man.
Right. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do that. It did go up one. We went up 1%.
Okay. What about what times do you normally start? Like start your shift?
Oh my God. I am not a morning person. So, and I know that's really weird coming from somebody who's in the military, but I wasn't active. I was National Guard.
Okay.
But, just, I don't mind working late. I'm kind of a night owl. So what my strategy was, at least for me as I don't even say necessarily just as a woman, but it's safe for a woman if you have that option, is like once it gets dark around like 8-9 o'clock, I'll go to the airport, Norfolk Airport, and they have like a lot where in a queue where you can just wait, and it's not too many cars, not like what I've heard of some people saying like 100 cars in the queue. No, it's only like I've seen it be up to like 25 cars in the queue.
Okay.
But I'll sit there and I'll wait, and usually there's a large surge. I actually recorded it on one of my videos where I talked about that.
Real quick, let's tap into that, because you was telling me that you have a YouTube channel as well. So tell the audience what's your YouTube channel name and what type of content do you make?
So it is Tai's Way. It's TAIYES, well, YE''S, Way. And did I spell it right? TAIYE. Yes, Tai's Way. But I talk about just basically my entrepreneurial journey, what the type of gig work. Like I talk about Walmart Spark, Uber Eats. Like I have like certain playlists or whatever. But I'm just basically just talking about my experience. I have like 735 subscribers. So
hey,
come subscribe to my channel.
Yeah. So I'm gonna definitely put your channel link in the description below. So go subscribe to her.
Yeah, so it grew a lot from when I started making videos about Walmart Spark. That was like one of the big things. It's, you know what that is?
No, I was about that. What is that?
It's like deliveries. You just picking up people's like groceries and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's what that's what my channel is about. So now I'm gonna be talking about Uber because that's what I'm doing now. Because I'm like, man, fuck all that other stuff.
Man, do it. You know, we need some more people of color, you know, out here making content, you know, showing the game and, you know, talking shit, shutting it down. Shutting it down. You gotta get on there and tell them you the best at what you do. I mean,
right. And it's possible. I'm like, it's not that I didn't think that it was possible to make 2,000, but I was just like, man, it just seems like such a large figure to make in a week.
right.
Like, who's making 2,000 in a week? You know what I
Yep.
mean? You don't meet too many people who are doing that. So
Yes. Yeah. So real quick, so talk about like what's the most you made and from doing like gig work compared to, you know, driving, Ubering like within the first month.
you talking about like when I was doing like Uber Eats and all of that?
Yeah. I don't know if you was like doing all like just different apps combined like throughout the week, or you just had like
Yeah, I would do
okay.
different. I don't really have a set. It wasn't 2,000. We gonna say that. It wasn't that. It was. I think the most that I made doing gig work was probably 1,000.
Okay.
That's doing, and it would be doing different Uber Eats. I'll do Walmart's or Uber Eats in between doing Walmart Spark. So I will multi-app.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just like, man, it got to be something better. Like I'm always looking for something better. You know what I mean? Because I'm not trying to go back into the workforce. I don't need nobody telling me what to do.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, that's cool. So now since you're a female content creator, like what type of message are you trying to, you know, display to like your audience and, you know, for the people who's like following you?
You know, I'm adamant about working for yourself. I mean, not to say that if you got a job that, there's something wrong with you or whatever, but I'm all about living life on my terms. You know
Yep.
what I mean? And so that's really, I mean, whatever you have to do to make that happen, then do that. Uber might not work. Uber rideshare might not work in your market. Find something else to do. Like if you don't want to work for people and have your time, managed by someone else, then by any means necessary, find what it is that you can do as a 1099 self-employed entrepreneur or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's really because being in the military, coming from a military family, having jobs and stuff like that, I don't want nobody telling me what to do no more. I'm trying to live life on my terms.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of the, I guess, message I want to put out there, that if you want to live life on your terms, and you got to make it happen, and by any means necessary.
I like that. See, that's why I like doing these calls, man, because like everybody pretty much have like the same type of mindset. And it goes to show, because people like, damn, okay, this could be done. Let me try it. Then they do it, they execute, and then it's like, now
and
they got
no
bigger
excuses.
goals. Yeah.
It really is like no excuses. Oh, I'm tired. Like I had a headache this morning, but I had to get up and do a client, which is why I'm in my spa. And so what? Take you some magnesium, some ibuprofen, whatever it is, and let that kick in for 30 minutes and get out there. You know what I mean? It's it's just, you either want it or you don't.
Right.
Yeah,
100%, not even 1,000% agree with that. Either you want it or you don't, man. Because if you watch other people content, other channels, you'll see the nerds on there breaking down a whole bunch of analytics, or you'll see people, complaining, wanting benefits. Man, forget all that. Your life is your life. It's up to you to figure it out and make things happen. They're not going to give you anything, especially if you're healthy, you have a brain, you're functioning, you could figure something out and make something work. And that's why I started my channel for a few reasons. One, I gotta talk shit, just because I got an ego. So that's first and foremost. Two, wanted to help people out, because a lot of people don't have this information, or they listen to the wrong information. So I try to keep it as objective as possible. And now once people actually see what can be done, it's something positive, it's something obtainable, and it's like, okay, I want to follow this guy, and now you on here, now I want to follow her. So it's definitely ways to do it. So before we wrap it up, is there any advice or any like closing words or thoughts, that you want to leave the audience with?
Just, I mean, this is kind of cliche, but be like Nike and just do it.
Yeah, right.
Just do it. Just do it because I think because had somebody come on one of my videos like, well, if you take away gas and maintenance,
nerds.
I'm like, if that's what you want to be focused on that. But it doesn't matter if you're self-employed or if you're W-2, you're gonna have expenses regardless. You know what I mean? So you can sit here and calculate, oh well, after all of this, only made $10 an hour.
Nerds.
You know what I mean? Like, why is you focused on that? Did you make $100,000? Okay, that'll be your gross for the year, but yes, you got expenses. That's just life. You know what I mean? So that be that BS that people be on, and I just delete the comment because I don't have time for that. And I don't want people feeding into that negativity. Like, don't worry about the negativity. Don't worry about what your family or friends might think. I'm watching your videos, people walking off of corporate jobs and this and that because they making $2,000 a week doing Uber. And people want to try to look down on it, but it's like, okay, but did you make $2,000 this week? Is it about the clout or I don't say ego, but like your pride as far as the type of work that you do, or is it about because at the end of the day, it's about the money.
Yeah.
You know,
it is about the money. Not only the money, the disciplines that you're learning, the new habits that you're creating. And it's like, it's only going to like increase if you stay persistent, because eventually you're going to figure things out because you just have the persistence, and that's who you are as a person. I mean, it's not for everybody, because some people look at it from like multiple angles. Like you could look at it from, oh, damn, I just made $2,000 plus, or you could look at it, oh, well, you made $2,000, but look how many hours, or what about gas, or what about maintenance? I don't have time for that. I let the nerds do that. I'm looking at the money. I'm looking at me hitting goals and progressing, every single day. So, you choose what you want to focus on.
You meet different people. Like, I met so many people. I'm getting numbers. I'm networking. Oh, I got a sponsor.
I forgot to ask you that. Yeah. Before we go, I was about to say, how have you leveraged Uber since you work at a spa? Like, how have you used that to your advantage?
So I'll let people know, like, we'll just start a conversation. I kind of fill people out. If they don't want to talk, cool. But most people, well, I'm gonna say half of the people, we can have a good conversation. And some of my writers are so funny. But I will, we'll just get to talking or whatever. And, you just kind of segue into different things or just kind of fill people out what they want to talk about. I get business offers from people. And also I let them know what my business is. Like, I'm even studying to get my life insurance license as well.
Okay.
So multiple streams of income. But if you don't talk to people, like, you make it the experience of being a driver what it is. You know what I mean? And when you talk to different people, you learn different things, and you also can network and try to build up whatever it is you got going on in your life, or you might have some opportunities that might open up to you. And I think, just, you don't have to be going out to the club or going here and going there. You can do this while you working. You knocking out two birds with one stone.
Exactly.
And I've given my number to multiple people, oh, I need a wax, or I need this, or I need that. Here's my information. Here's my information. I'm growing my business while I'm also working at the same time, making money. So it's like,
exactly. And that's how I always viewed it. I'm thinking about the benefits. Okay, I'm coming in contact with so many people. Now, how can I provide other service for myself? So, I tell them I have a YouTube channel. I got people following me. People, want to be on camera. I'm making connections, networking, and that's what it's about. It's not about, well, what about gas and what about maintenance? What about benefits?
You trying to make
lames. Yeah, man. But
trying to talk yourself out of it.
Right. So, like, long story short, before we get up out of here, just do the work, man. Find the benefits, because you are going to come in contact with hundreds and eventually thousands of people. So think about ways that you can provide service to them, and that you can use your skill set. And if you don't have a skill set, you better figure out a skill set that you can leverage while you in the car. But other than that, I want to thank Sherelle for coming on. First female winner of the 2 racks a week challenge. I hope you can wear a men's shirt, because I don't have no women's clothes.
Hey, it's okay as long as it fit. As long as it fit.
All right. Until next time, I will see y'all next week. Holla
Don't
back.
forget to follow me.
Yeah. Tell one more time your name and everything.
Ty's Way. It's that on my Instagram and on YouTube. And I'll send you the information if you want to put it.
Yeah, I got you. Well, I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Holla back.
Right, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, Ronnie Speed, 60 hours, 2 racks a week. Ronnie Speed, yeah, Ronnie Speed.